Hi, good evening, and good morning, good afternoon, everybody across the world. Today, as I promised, I want to talk to you about spiritual egoism. In the recent years, we've had many people who have been delving into spirituality, or I think it's perhaps become more popular because the world has got smaller. So we have so much of information on social media, and we have news that comes up. So yeah, a lot of people have been trying to reach out to their or get connected with their higher self. And we also come across a lot more people who are so-called spiritual gurus and who all call themselves spiritual leaders. But today what I want to talk about is not the spiritual leaders, but also people like you and me from different walks of life, and who are perhaps been doing spirituality or been meditating for quite some time. What sometimes you hear from them is how much they've meditated or how many gurus they've sought, and when you have a conversation, I think there comes a time where whether they are a family member or a friend, somewhere the spiritual ego or the fact that how much knowledge I have of the spiritual self because of the books that I've read or the experience that I have comes across. So let me give you an example. Let's say that somebody has just had a tough relationship and they've broken off, right? If you speak to a person who is spiritually enlightened or so-called spiritually enlightened, the person would probably tell that friend that, oh, you should get into meditation, all this is more maya, isko chhod do, I told you कि relationships में मत पड़ो, or you should just get married and marriage से सब कुछ ठीक हो जाएगा, whatever the reason may be, right? And what starts happening is that the person who's just got broken off from a relationship does not at that time actually need somebody to hear him or her. And what they don't get is a friend. Who they get in return is somebody who thinks that they can solve their problem. So it doesn't matter whether somebody is into spirituality or somebody is not into spirituality, but how do they make you feel? And how do they really make you feel, especially when you're down and out? If they are giving you things that you should be doing, the action that you should be taking, maybe that you don't want to listen to that. What you might want to listen to is actually just be heard. Especially nowadays, we are people who have good listening skills. What we're not getting is people जो हमें सुन सके, जो हम बोलना चाह रहे हैं, कहना चाह रहे हैं, वो हमें सुन सके. और वो सुनने वाले कम होते जा रहे हैं, जो बोलने वाले हैं वो ज़्यादा बढ़ते जा रहे हैं. तो हम कहाँ बोलते हैं? हम सोशल मीडिया में बोलते हैं, हम अपना फेसबुक पे बोलते हैं, हम व्हाट्सएप पे बोलते हैं. जो कॉन्वर्जेशंस है आपस में आमने सामने, वो कम होती जा रही है. और जैसे ही वो कम होती जाती हैं तो लोनलीनेस भी बढ़ती है. तो one thing actually starts leading to another, and we don't realize when we start becoming isolated. So I would really caution everybody, and including myself, to be careful of not to become spiritually egoistic. If one is truly spiritual, if one is truly dedicated to the path of oneself, they would perhaps listen more and speak less, or will not give what needs to be done. They will listen and ask the person, do they really want a solution? And if they don't, they will not say anything, right? So they are more listeners. And this can actually happen even, of course, day-to-day life. But for example, there could be a friend, because of a certain level they start feeling, oh, I know I handle so many people, I am the head of a company, or I have been a CEO or a CXO for so long, I know I've coached so many people. And what starts happening is the number of friends they have starts reducing, or friendship starts reducing, because it starts becoming a barter. So irrespective, it might also happen in day-to-day life, but today I wanted to specifically call out that there is also something called spiritual egoism. So be careful and be aware of who those spiritual egoists might be in your life. And it's not about that they are wrong, We need to become more and more aware. We need to take more responsibility of our own life. We need to take more responsibility of our own happiness. So it is not to blame the other person, because spirituality is not about blaming the other person. Spirituality is about seeking help, taking that help, and walking your own path. So if you want to know more, put your comments down in the video below, and I would be happy to have a conversation with you, or we could perhaps also form a group about such conversations. And if you would like to continue to hear and watch these videos, do subscribe by clicking on the bell icon. I am going to start putting 3 videos every week on different topics, and hope you enjoy that. Have a great weekend, enjoy your Friday, and much love. Thank you.